Hello.
Hi everyone. This video is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do.
We've switched sides.
First of all, we have switched sides, yes. We thought we'd change it up a little bit. This probably should have been something we did right off the bat. We wanted to do Hallmark movie reviews, so we kind of just got right into Hallmark movie reviews, and then Hallmark was churning out the content so much that it kind of just snowballed, and we didn't have time to do any other videos.
Yeah, the thing was we intended to do an intro video before we started. So this is video number 20.
This is our 20th video, which is, you know, kind of a milestone for us. So we thought, what better time than to do our introduction video on our 20th video.
And I think the best thing to do would be to just fade out right now and then fade back in and just do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela.
And I am John.
And we are,
And this is
Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. This is Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
Wait, you know what? Oh, am I out?
And this is...
No, wait, do the whole thing.
What whole thing? From the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone, my name is Daniela.
And my name is John.
And this is Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. We think we have landed on this title for the channel. It may shift and adjust.
I liked Did It Leave a Mark, but it kind of has some weird connotations.
Yeah, and it was a bit like aggressive. Did it leave a mark, or, you know, so.
It was supposed to be a joke, and it was. But.
We've been really excited that some of our viewers are using that terminology, like did it hit or miss the Hallmark for you, related to a video. So
yeah, that will always work.
Let's name the channel that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with that for now, but let us know what you think about the name change. So a little bit about ourselves. So we are Canadian. We're from Toronto, Ontario.
Yes, we
Canada.
are from Ontario.
I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a really long time, years and years. But I think, you know, my channel ideas and my topics kind of kept switching and flopping around. Wavering. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to sit here and talk about. Sometimes I'm still not sure.
I mean, I definitely had the same plight, and it was all, you know, I always wanted to make content, but my ADD is so sporadic that it's like it would be really hard to have a consistent stream of anything. So this was kind of initially a good practice for us to get into it.
Exactly. Because I couldn't really land on something, I just kept putting it off for years and years. And then until about maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I really started getting into filmmaking and making short films and entering short films into film festivals, and that has kind of snowballed into a really nice kind of side hustle, side hobby, hopefully career soon. And then I thought, hey, like why not do a YouTube video that's kind of about film or movies, movie reviews, and you know, we like all types of movies, and the fact that we kind of settled on Hallmark is because we actually really enjoy Hallmark movies. We're watching a lot of the Christmas movies this past year.
I mean, we're very big into Christmas. A lot of this spurs from Christmas, and it just gives me a chance to watch Christmas movies multiple times a year and talk about them, and that's my dream sort of. So
yeah, and that's when we both kind of started watching them together this past Christmas, and I just, you know, finally got that urge. I want to start this YouTube channel like right now. We're watching all these Christmas Hallmark movies.
We're at home, yeah.
We're at home. We're stuck at home like everyone else was.
Now I don't want to go back to the real world. I just want to sit here and do this. Well, we started watching them religiously. Like, you know, Hallmark can be something that you just put on because you want it to be a feeling. And so a lot of people use it for that. And then for other people, it kind of becomes an obsession, which is funny.
We love doing it. Every kind of YouTuber says this, but it's an insane amount of work and it takes a lot of dedication, but it's something we're passionate about and it's something that we're enjoying doing. So it's okay for us to put in the time.
There's a lot of effort put into watching TV alone. So
well,
when you can incorporate that into some of your work as well, it really makes sense.
So why don't we get into a little bit more Hallmark specific details, like what our favorite all-time Hallmark movies are. I guess I'll do my list first. So my top 3 all-time favorite Hallmark movies are, number 1, A Very Merry Daughter of the Bride. We even made a video about our all-time favorite Christmas movies, but this is my all-time favorite Hallmark movie, period. I don't even know what it is Maybe it's the fact that Luke Perry and Jason Priestley are in it and it's giving me Beverly Hills 90210
That alone
flashbacks.
is pretty cool.
But I absolutely love it. It gives me all the cozy feels. It's not the best written one. It's not the best directed one. It's not even the best acted one. But for some reason, I think it was my introduction to Hallmark. This was back in 2008. I had always kind of watched Hallmark movies, but when I watched this one, I was like, oh, I want to watch more of these kinds of movies. Number 2 is A Dickens of a Holiday. Now this was just this past year. When this premiered, I had the lowest of expectations. I mean, yes, I love A Christmas Carol, but I've seen it like a million times. I've seen every kind of interpretation, like iteration of it. So I was like, okay, what are they gonna do? But man, I absolutely loved this one. The writing, the characters, the chemistry, I loved it. So it quickly rose into my top 3. Number 3, I feel like I'm cheating because these were all released this year, but I'm gonna go An Unexpected Christmas because I love Tyler Hynes. I love Bethany Joy Lenz. A little bit more modern. They're pushing the boundaries a little bit more too, and that one was kind of the first one we watched that was pushing some of the boundaries, right?
Yeah, I feel like it. And you know what? This is a good segue because I'll just use that as my number 3, An Unexpected Christmas.
Nice.
Push it over.
Nice.
And there's not really much to explain about this, but I'm kind of thrown off guard now.
You don't have a number 2?
My number two is On the 12th Date of Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, and
nice.
I mean,
I love that one too.
I realize that gives me 2 Tyler Hynes movies, but that's
Well,
okay.
we love
They were
him,
2 different
so-
Tyler Hynes, and
No, you don't have a number 1?
I mean, I don't have a number 1 now.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to go a triple Tyler Hynes trifecta, a trifecta.
A trifecta.
With Winter and Vale.
Love that.
I know, and you know what? I've seen it 3 times this year, and it's just like, it really took.
Because of that movie, John had to make apple strudel.
I made strudel and schnitzel.
Yeah, like he was obsessed. He's like, okay, this movie is making me want apple strudel right
And
now.
that's technically not a Christmas movie.
No, it's not. Awesome. Let's talk about our favorite actors.
I mean, I feel like we can just list these ones because.
Let's just list.
I mean,
We don't
obviously.
we don't need to go into reasons why. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So my number 3 favorite leading man is Ryan Peavy.
That's a good one.
I love him.
He's very good.
Number 2. This is definitely a popular choice. I'm gonna go Andrew Walker.
That's good. I mean, you know
How
what?
can you not?
I gotta say, he was on my list. I was like, I kind of knew you were going to. I
I
was like,
really
let's
like
get some
him.
Brad
I
Pitt.
really, really like him. I get excited when I see him in a movie.
He's one of those guys where you just see him and it's like, oh, I know this is going to be a
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
But he's an honorable mention for me.
Okay. My number 1 is Tyler Hynes.
Yeah.
I've expressed my love for Tyler. He's a Canadian boy, Toronto boy. We love that. And he just plays that character so well. He's always that kind of cool, collected, laid back, kind of guy. And it always works. I think it always works.
He
I love
really
him.
is the best. And you know what? We're going to segue because my number 1 is Tyler Hynes.
Nice.
He's just, and Toronto boy, seeing him on Letterkenny sealed the deal this year. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. My number 2 is kind of old school.
Ah.
James Denton.
What?
I know, and you had no idea I would save that, but
No.
he's an older dude, but he can still pull off leading man. I think that movie
Yeah.
he did with Terry Hatcher this year, I didn't actually really like it, but he was still good.
You like
know?
him. Every time we watch him on the screen, you always make a nice
You know why?
comment about
Because
him.
he's kind of like, for me, he's like Andrew Walker in 20 years,
Right,
He just
right.
feels like Hallmark. He feels like home.
Now, he
So,
isn't one of the ones that made the switch over to GAC, is he?
I don't know.
I actually don't
but,
know.
I mean,
We're
the most we've
in
seen
Canada?
him is the Good Witch for sure. But he's
The
just
Good
he's
Witch.
just a friendly
but that's
face
still
to see. I like
W.
him.
That's still W Network for us.
Yeah,
And
and-
in Canada, we don't even get GAC, so
And
I'm
he's-
not even sure what's happening with all that whole controversial thing where actors are
That's
moving
true.
over there. Not too sure.
And
Okay.
my number 3, then this was kind of the oddball out a little bit, is Paul Campbell, because I think he's.
Whoa.
I know it's a weird one, right? Literally, I think your sister yesterday was saying how she
I
didn't
don't like him, Dana. She said that. I actually really like him.
I really like him. I think he's kind of the funniest out of the bunch, and you can see there's like this crew of sort of a little cooler guys, and I know that, for example, example, he wrote An Unexpected Christmas,
Which
made
we loved, obviously.
which made me like him as an actor more. I got him. I was like, okay, I like that I could surprise you with the list.
I like your list. Okay, so we have one last list. Our favorite leading females. This is a good one.
Maybe I'll start this one.
Go ahead. Number three.
Okay. Emile Ullerup.
Really?
You know what? I saw her in. I've only seen her in 2 or 3 things, but she seems like I'd like to see her in more. That's why she's in the number 3 slot.
Okay.
Because she's
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But Emile deserved the number 3
cool.
slot for me.
Cool.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Mallory Jansen.
Yes.
I mean, that could easily also be a number, because she
Yes,
hasn't really
yes.
done a whole lot either. But
Yeah.
I like everything she does, and I want to see more of her. And
Yes.
she is in one of my favorite movies. So.
Yes.
And then number 1, I had to go, standard and Lacey Chabert because
Classic. She's the reigning queen of Hallmark.
She is the queen right now,
She's the
so.
queen. She's filling in Candace Cameron Bure's shoes, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna do my list for top 3 favorite female leads.
hit it.
Okay, my number 3 is Brooke Dorsey.
That's a good one.
I love her.
And she's
also
Canadian, right?
Canadian, which I love. Okay, after I saw her in A Dickens of the Holiday, I just thought, she played that role so subtly, but yet so passionate about wanting to be a director. And
I
that
really
just hit
believed her in
home
that
for
role.
me. I loved her. I loved her look. I love her personality. She's very sweet, but not sickly sweet. I just love her.
choice.
Yeah. My number 2 is Mallory Jansen.
Oh man, I knew we were doing
I love
some
her.
same ones. Yeah.
She was in the 12 Dates of Christmas, which I loved. She was also in Her Pen Pal,
Yeah, that one was good.
where she meets her pen pal from France, who owns a
French guy,
castle.
the kids-
And she's the wedding planner for her friend's wedding in Paris. I loved that one.
I mean, that one
I just think
really-
she's adorable. She's really pretty. She's really, I like her hair. I love her whole look.
Yeah.
She's actually Australian, but never uses her Australian accent in these
That's
movies.
good, yeah.
And then my number 1, Bethany Joy Lenz.
That's a really good one.
Gosh, everything I watch her in, I just love her. I love everything about her. She's such a great actress, never over the top, always authentic, yet vulnerable and sensitive, but not cheesy in any way. I just love her.
She was my Andrew Walker on the girls' side that I wanted
Honorable
to put on.
mention?
I wanted to put on my list, but I
Okay.
knew you were going to, and I didn't want to have 2 of the
Yeah.
same. It's so lame.
Yeah, those are our lists, but let us know what your lists are. Let us know what your top 3 favorite Hallmark movies of all time are. Wait, who are your top leading males? Who are your top leading females? Yeah, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Who are your top?
All time.
Who are your top side men?
But yeah, guys, so this was just a short little introduction video to who we are. We thought it was about time we finally introduced ourselves so you know a little bit about the people behind this channel. I think I just want to mention, we like to consider ourselves, it might sound bougie or snobby, like cinephiles. We're just film and movie lovers.
Yeah, we're pretty serious tech
Of course,
people as well.
we make
and
short films. We want to make feature films.
We're writing a lot of
We
different
are,
content.
we're writing a lot right now, and we did want to mention just a little bit of a teaser here, and we'll probably get more into it as we get more into it, but we are currently writing a Hallmark Christmas movie. Potential Hallmark Christmas movie. We will pitch it
It's in the
to
genre
whoever we
of-
need
yeah,
to
of
pitch
course,
it to,
I
but
mean-
we are currently writing a screenplay for that. Super excited. It definitely falls in the more whimsical, magical Christmas
Magic
category.
Christmas. Yeah, that's the one we landed on. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we can start with this.
And we're loving the idea. We're loving the characters so far. We're still in the development phase, but we're hoping to have a first draft of it towards the end of this year.
Yeah, long before
So we're very
Christmas.
excited about that.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to be able to at least talk about
also-
it.
yeah,
Maybe
but
get some ideas even or something.
Oh, for sure. Once we get more into it, we'll share a little bit more with you guys and get your input. But yeah, I also just want to mention, we're film lovers, we're filmmakers, we love all types of film, and I know a lot of people kind of turn their nose up to Hallmark movies, and we get it, I understand it, it's not for everyone. I feel like there's 2 schools of thought. You
Yeah,
either
even
love
a lot
it
of
or
our
hate it.
even a lot of our family is kind of like, what, you guys watch those types of movies?
But you know what, even though
it's more
we're
of a feeling.
cinephiles,
It's somewhere you like to go to feel
Yes.
comfortable. It's like comfort
Yes.
food. It's like chicken wings.
Exactly.
But less,
Mashed
way less
potatoes.
greasy.
it was like a mashed potato for
It's
me.
like, okay, it's like mashed potato.
There's a time and a place, and when you want to decompress, when you want to de-stress, when you want to just kind of not think about the stresses and pressures of life, I go to these kind of movies, and just like romantic comedies, I consider these kind of like romantic comedies.
Absolutely,
right?
and I always loved those as well. So
Yeah.
this was an easy jump.
Not everything has to be Oscar worthy.
Of course, but even in the same breath, when there's a bad Hallmark movie or something, they're just as fun to make fun of.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, you know, there's a time and place for these Hallmark movies, and we recognize that and we appreciate that. And yeah, so that's why we love them, and that's why we wanted to make this channel.
Hallmark to me feels like Christmas all year round, and that is
Totally.
the best way I can describe it. And I love Christmas so much that I wanted it all year round.
Exactly. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel.
Hey, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Click the little bell to get notifications every time we upload a new video. It's going to be more frequently probably, especially for Spring into Love right now. But
Yeah.
But thank you again, guys.
And yeah, thank you so much for visiting and commenting and liking.
Bye.
Bye.